Jah guide me from the hands of the enemy, cause I see him trying to bring me down. Jah guide me from the people with a jealousy, cause I know they want a piece of me. Jah guide me from temptation when I make it big. I don't want nothing to slow me down. Jah guide me, Jah guide me, Jah guide me, Jah guide me. Been going through a lot of changes. Ngizibuza why umuntu angakaphumeleli. And I just got home from the studio, thinking about my next move. Mama can keep providing on her own, cause I'm a man too. Thinking I gotta get that moolah to record my debut. Kodwa ngina saying there's a patience is a virtue. Some things you choose in life can turn around and come to hurt you. I'm leaving bad habits for the better. Jah guide me from the hands of the enemy, cause I see him trying to bring me down. Jah guide me from the people with a jealousy, cause I know they want a piece of me. Jah guide me, Jah guide me, Jah guide me, Jah guide me. In the city there's no love. People acting like they like you just to get above. Now everyone an artist, I don't know what that's about. Just get a line and starting so bonny life it off. I ain't here to pretend, just here to give you my quest. So manga calling on me, R&B, go to rest. Ushala upepet, you don't know what I'm about. I'm about to do it bigger, legendary, never done. I'm gonna give you my best, cause I'm sick of all the stress. Jah bless, let know what I'm anchors. I'm gonna give you my best, cause I'm sick of all the stress. Jah bless, let know what I'm anchors, I know I'm not perfect, but dear Lord I pray, and all I need is your guidance. And I know that even before I ask for many things, you've already made a way. Jah guide me, Jah guide me, Jah guide me, Jah guide me.
Vinnie King is a young, enthusiastic man from the dusty streets of Mzilikazi in Bulawayo, who believed in his dream and, just put it to work. And the name Vinnie comes from vintage, being the lifestyle of a Vinnie, a person that lives the realistic lifestyle of the fashion of being a Vinnie. And well, it's like my time machine is kind of stuck in the 90s and just before the 90s, that kind of look. But it's more than just about the look, but it's more of a lifestyle. Even at that time back then, people were really in touch with Ubuntu. They were not so caught up, as we are today, not trying to blame where we are. We are where we are because of time, but my time machine is still stuck there, and it's a lifestyle for me, being a Vinnie, just like hippies and Rastas. And I would say Vinnie also came from Vinnie King's. It came from, there's a time when me and a couple of friends, Victor and Stuart, we started up a vintage clothing movement. At the time, it was very rare to see people rocking, vintage outfits and stuff. And we just started up the lifestyle, and people used to laugh at us when we were walking in town, and stuff. But as time went on, people started imitating, and we had actually started a trend. So we would go to events, right, and we would have some people asking like, where are you guys from? And they'll literally strip us off our clothes, I mean, just to buy them, right? Like, can you sell me your shirt or something? Because it was just like uncommon stuff. So as time went on, my friends just started calling me Vintage King. Like, man, you're the Vintage King, because you kind of started the whole movement. So that's what the Vinnie King is. Yeah, that's who I am actually. Yeah.
Well, I've always been kind of doing music since high school, with a couple of friends, namely Ogamas Kosana, Zezuru Rockstar, who now runs a blog in Harare. It was back in high school where we used to have, like rap groups, and well, we pretty much started off rapping, and we thought it would be faster for us to reach out to the masses through dance first, because people weren't so accustomed to people rapping. They're only used to watching that on TV. So during that time, 8 Mile was out, and there was that craze of rap, and yeah, that's when we were rapping. And the movie also came out, You Got Served, which had a little bit more hype than 8 Mile, because then, yeah, dance was the thing. So we started dancing, and we had a group called Chaotix, which went on to be one of the best dance groups in the country. And we won a competition in 2008 at the national champions in Harare, undisputed champions. And yeah, pretty much my background has been mostly like dance. And I remember when 2011 started a group called Antivirus. Maybe you've heard about it. And I, with my music background, like I told you, I'd been singing before at high school. The plan was to use dance to kind of, open up the doors. And then when we got there, we just did a single with a couple of friends of mine. It's called the Pokelo Dance. You can look it up online, it's there. And it went viral. It had about 8,000 views in a couple of days, which was like a hit at the time. So the video was amazing. People were bumping with it. And yeah, we just kept on doing the music. And with me doing music, I just never stopped. And here I am. I'm still doing this music. It's something that I've always been doing, even since primary school. I was lip syncing at events and stuff. And what made me do music, I would say, you remember the time watching Usher Raymond on stage, the 8701 concert. It moved me because at the time, yeah, he was one of the guys that was smooth on the dance floor, and it was kind of cool to be like that Usher type of guy, be slick and have those fancy moves. So that's what made me really want to do it, because it was so cool. And yeah, that's when I started doing music. What can I say? Okay, in terms of inspiration, well, I've always been inspired by MT is a huge influence in my music. And yeah, God willing, I just had a conversation right now with a very close person of mine, about how I feel like one day I'm probably going to work with the guys from Ambitious, or they're going to sign me or something. I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel, God willing, I just pray God makes it happen for me. But those are the guys that I want to work with, Ambitious Entertainment. I think I like their vision. And, well, I could say J. Cole. J. Cole is real for me. I like those artists that feed people more than just make them dance, because there's more to life than just dancing. You know what I mean? You want people to get messages that are life changing, and that's why we're given grace, not to be all bossy or just be rich, or you know what I mean, like chasing the dollar, yeah. So yeah, for now locally I would say MT, yeah, Java, those cats they're out there doing it, Kid, those guys have been doing some real good work. Bryson, these guys have been doing some really good work, but for me I would say MT is cool. Well, I think as a country, we're all going through a phase where we're going through a lot on all angles. We've always been I could say in the past 10 years, we've been kind of in a dilemma of some sort. So a lot of words come out and stuff, but one thing that I know is as Zimbabweans we won despite everything. I just think that people will support who they want to support, and if they don't want to support you, that's what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just energies. If you give people the right energy, if you give people good energy, you also get good energy back. I remember one time I had an interview on ZFM, and I believe God was still working on my character. I won't say that those guys didn't play my music, but I just think that God was still working on my character, and sometimes, it's just be real with people and they'll be real with you, So I don't think there's that sort of thing. There's no tribalism at all. It's just I don't see it. I don't experience it because I'm a multi-cross artist. I can sing in Shona, I can sing in Debele, I can sing in Setswana. So that doesn't affect me at all. Maybe it affects other people, not me. But yeah, I don't believe in that sort of thing. It's not there.
Came too far. Sihuzuga sporting lala goda manje sesela. Sting impilo ngena mzamo goda wasnino somanda. Adikanganwe nyangwe zobaza mai. Andi kukanganwe zinuza chinja kash. Andi kukanganwe ka. Oh yeah. Andi kukanganwe ka. Oh yeah. Andi kukanganwe. Andikanganwe mambazo naskonjwa andikanganwe zamai andikukanganwe zinuza chinja kash andikukanganwe ka oh yeah andikukanganwe ka oh yeah andikukanganwe ka andikanganwe dikanganwe adikanganwe wandeko nasaiko andikanganwe na ploti jiwanda andikukanganwe zamai andikukanganwe zinuza chinja.
Okay, so the vibe, what I thought, what I thought about the vibe, I was thinking of a different way of presenting this whole idea of a launch. It's become a little monotonous when you're launching an album and you just make it about yourself. So I thought, why not just do something way bigger than myself? The vibe is the main event. I just thought of a couple of friends that we come together and just create our own vibe, and basically just to bring back the vibe in the city, in the country, where everybody's trying to focus on the negative stuff that's happening, but we're saying, what about the vibe though? What about the kids that are coming after us? We need to lead by example. There's a lot of them that are watching, so we just need to create the right atmosphere that will go on, so we're just trying to create something that is also international but local, that can be celebrated, so that's the idea of the event. And the full package is the album. That's my debut album that is dropping on the same day. So the event features the launch features under the vibe, or the vibe features under the album launch. Whichever way you can put it, it's still one thing. And the event is set to happen on the 4th of November at the Public Library Hall, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah, tickets are only going for $2. Yeah, so you should come through and support all the way from wherever you are, and come and vibe with us. Okay, I had a conversation this afternoon with DJ Liz. She says she's coming through. There's this young, talented, beautiful, friend of mine. She says she's coming through. Nicole, TRP is going to be there. Sydney, also known as Slickster. Icon, also a part of the Antivirus crew. Ashley Love is also going to be there. Tiwanda is going to be there. RAPZ is going to be there. KG, Mr. Matamara. Yeah, it's just going to be lit. Busy. I could say everybody's coming through. The whole game is going to be there, basically. Yeah. I don't know, I might try to talk to Vinnie King to come through. She's a very good friend of mine and she's been supporting my journey. Maybe she might come too. Yeah. Okay, the album, the full package is dropping on the 4th of November. It's my debut album. I've dropped an EP before called Born International, which won an award at the Matebelele North Awards for Best Album last year. So this is more for, I would say, not really a follow-up, but a follow-up on another level, if you know what I mean. The full package is basically an album that everybody in this country and in Africa needs to hear, because it's something for everybody. It's a full package. It's just more of everything, like my story, me telling my story, not just my story, but the story that we all go through as people, and we're just sharing. I'm just sharing the story with everybody, that it's, stories about motivation, encouragement, and just, drawing people, to a positive light, giving thanks, love is just basically about everything. And for me, I'm still yet to hear an album that's going to be better than that, locally. I think it's my greatest work yet. I just want to humble myself, and say this has nothing to do with anybody, me competing with anybody, but it's just me competing with myself. And I don't think that there has been anything that is quite like it, or will be. If ever, okay, we'll wait and see. But for now, I think the city and the country has to brace themselves for this one. God cover my lips, and let the work do the talking. Yeah.
I acknowledge the Zim Hip Hop Awards, especially the fact that they're coming to Bulawayo this year. I just pray for good energy to surround whatever they're doing, and that everything that the show do is going to better the artists afterwards. We don't want Kuti Vanongo and awards and then after that nothing changes in their careers, you know what I mean? And we just pray for a spirit of fairness, that they actually look at the works and not at brands. We just want, people to be recognized for their good work, and the fact that they're doing something, it's something already, that it is something that is beneficial to everybody that is doing hip hop. So shout out to Beefy and his team. We just pray that they're better and better every year. That's what's up. Shout out to the awards. I might just drop some choreography for the event. You know what I mean? yeah. Well, for me, I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I would put it a 5. Why? Because first, why do we have to call it Zim Hip Hop? I mean, hip hop is hip hop, So I would say 5 for now, because everybody is at a puberty stage. I mean, if you look at the Zim dancehall artists, the way they've managed to unite, I don't really blame hip hop cats, because hip hop is like a ego-infested, genre. So, people will say what they want to say. They'll hang with who they want to hang. They'll floss how they want to floss, talk how they want to talk. So, for me now, it's still 5. But it's like the SA industry. If you look at how many artists are flourishing there in SA, they've matured. They've understood the concept of like being one, and you'll see different artists featuring with one another, and everybody is just got their own share of listeners. But here it's like we want to do this. We want to have this worship, this hero worship thing. You know what I mean? We can't be worshiping one person or 2 characters from this whole hip hop industry. There's a whole lot of cats that are way talented than us, that are behind us. You know what I mean? We're just here to open the door for them. And so for me, let's say Zim Hip Hop, hip hop in Zim has not reached their maturity level. We're still at that puberty level where everybody is just trying to, I'm the man, follow me, but it's not really about that. It's about us growing. So we can only give it time, and maybe it'll grow step by step. But it begins with people understanding that it's not just about one person, So, yeah, for me, it's a 5 out of 10.
TRK on the track.
Caught up in a red child law, yeah. But now I'm feeling all alone, yeah. Looking at the time, waiting up late for you to come. You used to be loyal, girl, yeah. I had my heart invested, but I still love you, girl, yeah. Now I'm feeling like I'm sharing, yeah. Then I hate sharing. I thought we did it for the future. I thought it was we was building. My heart is off the ceiling, yeah. You should consider my feelings. It's nothing much I needed from you. Just true love's all I needed from you. Got me feeling like Irikungo Tambisa Guaya. Can you tell me is it real? This feeling that we feel? Cause every time we disagree, you tell me that we should just chill. Or is it cause you weren't here that makes you so comfortable? I can flip the script around and do the same. I wonder how you feel. Yeah, I wonder how you feel. Yeah, like a clinic with no nurses. I'm losing patience. Yeah, just tell me the truth, baby. unotona wega munawe kanaruri rudore chokwadi unotona wega naika kanaruri unotona wega naika kanaruri unotofila wega munawe kanaruri rudore chokwadi unotona wega munawe kanaruri rudore chokwadi unotona wega munawe saka wakandingepera kuita kunibaya moyo. Why was I so blind? I thought it was true love. Asimagenda tita mavanga ayandipa chidzidzo izvezvi ndakuziva kuti kanaruri rudore chokwadi haumanikide haudzvanyidzire harutotumazwi harutokundikane
TRK on the track.
Yes, I have, and I think it's very important for everybody to go out there and vote. You know, if you're not gonna go out there and vote, then don't complain. Period. Okay, well, I would just like to say that, you know, as a generation, as the youth, we're the future of tomorrow, and we actually have more power in our hands than we think. So we need to get off Twitter, get off Instagram, get off Facebook, and just look around us, you know, and just see the reality of what's happening. Let's not get too lost in the social media, you know, and all these, you know, all this worldly knowledge that has been gripping our mind. You know what I mean? There are things that are actually going to affect our generation, the decisions that we're going to make. You know, all decisions that we make as the youth of today is going to affect the future. So we all need to be able to stand and do what's right. You know, everybody's entitled to, you know, to stand with who they want to stand with, or stand for what they want to stand for. What's important is everybody just getting out there and taking out the initiative. Yeah, and that's what's important, because whatever decision we're all gonna make as youths of today is going to affect our future. So we need to make sure that we stop thinking about ourselves and actually think about our kids. Even when we do it, we're also teaching them, because they're watching. So when you're going out to vote, you know, they'll know that it's also something that's important. So when they grow up, they'll also take it seriously. Yeah. Yeah, I think they would. It only takes a couple of people to start a movement, so I don't see it being impossible. And rap has always been about giving people the message, and I think, you know, that's what's up. Okay, the most important thing as an artist or just as a human being is your connection with the divine, your connection with the Almighty, your relationship. You know, life is a spiritual thing, And number two, you need to have a good relationship with people. Don't burn bridges. Create bridges, and just be yourself. Don't be afraid to express yourself. People always talk, especially if you know what you want and you seem to be a go-getter. They'll try to define you, but don't let them define you, because you know what you want. And you're gonna fail, you're gonna mess up. It's part of life. Just roll with it. It's part of life. Enjoy the journey while you're working or whatever you're doing. Just make sure that you enjoy it. Well, yeah, I'd just like to appreciate, everybody that is supporting, not just my music, but just like local music as a whole, because, it's very hard for us locals to believe in local stuff. We always want to support all those people that are from outside, but we don't want to embrace our own people. I don't know when it'll be, when this thing will change, but I think with everything, it starts with self, like love of self before loving others. As they say, you can't give what you don't have. So how do you support Chris Brown when you're not supporting the Vinnie King? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. For me, it doesn't make sense at all. I think it's just pure hate and jealousy, because people are not doing good. They don't want to see other people doing well. I don't know what's up with this mentality, but it has to stop. So I just want to appreciate those people that appreciate local music, and those that are going to start appreciating local music, because it's so hard for us to put out these records. We give them out for free most of the time, and we spend so much time in the studio. Do you know how hard it is to actually, do this music and get it to sound the way that it sounds and put it out in the streets? It's not so easy, to do the artworks, to do the music videos, and you get home and then your parents are telling you, go get a job or something, but you're still persistent because you're trying to do something for your community, you're trying to do something for your country. But if it's not being appreciated, it kills us. So your support is the best thing that you could ever give us, more than your money. So if you've already been supporting, thank you very much, and God bless you. Well, I would love to work with Chengoto Brown. Yeah, I think that would be lovely. And on the gospel side, I think it would be nice to try something with Fungi Sai, just to, take it somewhere else, you know what I mean, on a spiritual level, yeah. Just wanna, well, for me, the most important thing, I'd like to give thanks, to the Almighty, for where I am today and being able to have this conversation with you. And shout out to everybody from Nast, working hard, doing whatever you're doing, just, trying to fight the system, I just want you to, never give up on what you're doing, whatever you're studying, whether it's journalism or whatever it is, or it's accounts or whatever, you're doing. Just make sure that, you keep on pushing. And shout out to everybody, that is trying to find more of themselves, like your purpose, whoever is listening right now. Shout outs to you. And if you're thinking about quitting whatever you're doing, don't, just try it out, try another way, you never know. And shout outs to everybody in Africa, shout out to everybody, in Zim, shout out to Ogamas Kosana, shout out to Makosini, shout out to Ildu's Dynasty, shout outs to my daughter. Okay, well, she's not born yet, but yeah, shout out to her. Shout out to my girl. Shout out to All the kids at SOS. Shout out to all the kids at all the kids that sleep in the street. Shout out to them. Yeah. And shout out to you, the one that's interviewing me right now. Yeah. Bless.
Northern Sound Radio.
After she's done, I no process a trash. Yeah, I met a girl named Samu. Dance trying to quit it out, dreaming shit. Her personality, spazzing niggas, and now they saying that she the best. Yeah, Cynthia walk like a fashion model, down my body like a bottle. I see them people trying left and the right, got the yenum trying to get shallow. 10 eyes, she to take off with a catwalk. You should see her still on the day off. She killing it still with the J's on. Your hands hating like payphone. I need a girl for Nas, need a girl for Nas, yeah. Need a girl for Nas, need a girl for Nas, yeah. Need a girl for Nas, need a girl for Nas, yeah. Need a girl for Nas, need a girl for Nas, yeah. Need a, yeah, need a. I need a girl for Nas, need a girl for Nas, yeah. Need a, I need a girl for Nas, need a girl for Nas, yeah. I can't forget Tatenda, you my Cinderella. I go uya, I take with Denny, I can dig it out, Capeta. Junior, I can then this Shisha. As you go, you my Mona Lisa. I was drunk, tested first time I hollered, but you gotta know that it was nice to meet ya. Ay, me, she ain't no kind of girl in the world like you.